Alright, so this is part 2 on the Sterling 10.5 inch, the rear axle. And we're going to be working on the front axle too, but right now we're going to work on the rear. And today we're just going to try to get it ready for paint. And what we're going to do is take off the hubs, brackets for holding the brake calipers on, the shroud, all that good stuff. We're going to wire wheel that stuff. And then we're going to bring our brake caliper bracket and try to get a new one because we broke the cast on the parking brake. But that's what we should be working on today, and we're going to try to paint it too, so we're going to get all this dust off of it, the rest that's on there. Alright, we're going to be pulling the axle out, and it is an 18mm, and you just take these bolts out right here and the axle should come out. And spray some of this stuff on here. It's the penetrating oil, Seafoam brand. I'm gonna go ahead and do the brackets on the back too. There's 4 bolts back there. Move the axle shaft. What you're gonna want to do is try to pry that thing out somehow. Alright, we're taking off these bolts that hold the hub on, and it's a 24mm. And when I was writing on the axles, I just labeled them so I know which one goes into which side. I don't know if it's necessary, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright, we got another spindle nut. The last one broke on us. And I looked up online and it said that this driver's side spindle is a reverse nut. So forward is off and off is, yeah, you get the point. Alright, so what I did was cut a piece of metal and put a countersunk bit on it and drilled a hole through it. So we put this jaw puller thing on here. This hub is not wanting to come off. Neither is the spindle nut, but I don't know if this is going to work, but worth a shot. Bearings look pretty good. That's a spindle nut. It's got 4 prongs in it for that to line up with. Now we're gonna pull apart the other side. And then this spindle, it should be the regular thread, so reverse should take it off when I put the impact on it. So let's see what happens. I'll go ahead and put that other spindle nut back on the other side so we don't get the threads messed up. So once you get that hub off, you're gonna go back here, take these 4 bolts off, like we did on the other side. Alright, now that we got this thing completely stripped down, we're going to go ahead and wire wheel this. We're going to end up putting some cloth in there to make sure no dust gets in those axle tubes. And then we're going to finish cleaning up the dust off the differential. And we're going to do a light primer on it just so we can put the trusses on it, steel weld on it. And once we get the truss put on, we'll actually do the final paint coating. Alright guys, so today we're doing primer for this, and to prep it we're using this cleaner and degreaser by POR 15, and it says to make a 4:1 ratio. So I put that in here and use warm water, and then you just spray it on and keep it wet the whole entire time for about 10 minutes. We've already removed most of the dust, sanded down 320 grit, so you can see there's still some dust on there. We just got it as good as we can get it. Alright, now we let it sit for 10 minutes. We kept it wet by spraying it the whole entire time with that same formula. Now we're gonna rinse it off with water, and I can't really bring a hose in here, so I'm just gonna use a squirt bottle and wipe it down. Now that that cleaner and degreaser has already dried, I'm going to go ahead and put this on it. It's called POR 15 Metal Prep, and it says to make sure your piece is completely dry what you're working on, and it wants you to brush it on. So I poured it into a cup, I had a brush, and it says to keep it wet for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to keep keeping it on like we did last time. Alright, now that it's been on there for about 30 minutes, I'll go ahead and rinse it off. I'm just going to use a squirt bottle like I did last time with water in it. Alright, now that I've finished spraying it off with my water bottle, I'm going to go ahead and let it dry, and it says to let it be completely dry before you start painting it. So, pretty sure you guys already know that, but yeah. So, this is what we're going to be using today. POR 15 Weld Through Primer. And the only reason why I'm using it is so I can weld through it. That's the whole point. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. But everything is completely dry. I waited a day for it to all dry up, and now I'm going to go ahead and prime it. I taped off the ends from where the axle seal is going to end up going on there. I just kind of eyeballed it, went a little bit past it.